Hello again, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger. Once again, I am back. My head shaved. It's summer. Let's do another live commentary. This time, we're doing the Black Scorpion. Since Black Widow's coming out next weekend, I want to do more badass female characters that you've never heard of or ones you have heard of. You can join me in the chat. I'm going to be here. The movie's about 90 minutes, so it goes by real quick. It's an R rating, so kids don't watch this movie. And it's got the badass Joan Severance as Black Scorpion, aka Darcy Walker. It's a really hot name. And it's a low-budget TV movie, but it's not a Hallmark movie, Josh. When you see this, this ain't no Hallmark movie. There's nudity in this movie and curse words. This is not a Hallmark movie or an Ion or a Lifetime. This is a paid-for-cable channel movie, TV movie. So it's like if Game of Thrones had a low budget and the nudity was actually, I don't know, justified, instead of like, oh, they're taking a bath or they're just having sex or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but it feels weird. That show has incest. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. This has a great cast. Joan Severance, Terry J. Vaughn. She was in the second season of the Steve Harvey Show. You have Garrett Morris. He was in the Jamie Foxx Show. And other people too. And this Scott, you have Rick Rusovich, who I never heard of. I like the atmosphere. This movie is campy, but it's fun. Even the sequel, I'm going to do the sequel in July. This Black Scorpion 2. It's a little bit less. There's two good villains in the movie that are campy, and I'm like, Josh was like, I never heard of this movie. But you know, a lot of people haven't. They thought I was doing this tomorrow, but I'm going to the theater tomorrow to see a kids movie. I'm seeing Detective Pikachu if I can. And if I don't, then I'll just do another podcast. Well, Kevin Kinner, I think he did the music. He also did. He also worked on the new Star Wars cartoon, Bad Batch, and the Clone Wars. So, yeah, I know that name. Director of photography, Jeff George, not Jeff Johns. No one's in the chat. Weird. I guess people are going out today since it is summer. But I don't care. If there's no one watches this, I think they'll watch it later. Digital Drama did the digital effects. Yeah. Special makeup effects by Michael Burnett Productions. There's some decent costuming in this movie and effects. Let me just tell my friend that I'll be doing a podcast. Roger Corman did produce this movie too, so in case you guys are wondering who worked on the production. Mike Elliott produced it, and the director is who's the director? Hold on. Jonathan Winfrey. Also, he has my name. This is Darcy when she's a little girl. Yeah, this movie is a lot better than some people say, because I actually bought this movie on a whim because I heard I didn't hear much about people talking about it, so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot, and I like this one. The first one's definitely better than the second one. Cute little girl. Justice Has a Nasty Sting. I haven't seen the TV series yet, but I'm gonna watch it this summer. More badass women, guys. I'm not intimidated by a vagina. Trust me. Look at my channel on all the movies I've reviewed this year or done podcasts for that have women. Not afraid. Last year, I did a podcast with my friends on my old channel on Captain Marvel. So, yeah, I'm not a sexist. It's not a spider. It is an arachnid. It's in that family because it has a lot of legs, and it's not a bug. People think a scorpion is a bug. It's not. I've seen it. It's pretty scary. There's another Black Scorpion movie from the 50s, but it's with giant scorpion, stop motion scorpions. It has nothing to do with this. This is just Black Scorpion, not the Black Scorpion. Based on a comic, I think, yeah. But one of those obscure comics. That little girl must be like my age now, because in 1995, when this came out on cable, I was 10. So she must be like my age now, or she must be like in her early 30s. There's cute little girls. If they grow up, they blossom into gorgeous women. It usually happens. Sometimes it doesn't because you have a Kristen Stewart, but that's just me. Uh, a good guy on here. He comes from Canada. His name is Brandon Tenold. He Brandon Tenold. He does cult reviews, and he's one of the best channels on YouTube. He's a really good guy. He reviewed this movie recently, and he did a good job. Nice shout out for Brandon because he really entertained me last year and throughout this horrible COVID-19. Where's my Hold on. Where's my book bag at? Hold on. Let me pause the movie for a second. I'll be back. Yes, sir. Peace and quiet. Yep. I forgot to get my snacks, guys. Can't watch a movie without snacks. I got some pork rinds. Yes, sir. Unhealthy pork rinds for the summer. My birthday's tomorrow. Well, if you're not here tomorrow on my next podcast, happy birthday, Network 98, Eddie. Let's get back to the movie. I'm doing the Black Scorpion movie from 1995. Mm. You guys are so over the top. But it fits this movie. This movie's not The Dark Knight. It's more like Batman and Robin. If it was good. And R-rated. Good stunt work. Actually, it's more like Batman Forever, not Batman and Robin. Yeah. Undercover Cop. Did you see my 5 reviews? Not yet. I haven't been on YouTube a lot. I've just been watching it. I haven't posted anything. This is my first live stream in a week. So I needed a break. The spring almost kicked my ass, so I had to do something. At least this movie knows what it is, unlike last year when they did New Mutants and Bloodshot. When those came out, those were abominations. It's on Facebook. I'll see it eventually, Eddie. I have time. Just share me the link on Facebook when I get back on Facebook later. And I'll see them. I'm not seeing F9. I'd rather watch this. It's short and over the top, but it's short. It's only 90 minutes, not 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, this guy gets messed up. This movie is not for kids. That's how you know this is not a Hallmark movie, Josh. This or the second one. You should have killed them, but cops can't kill in cold blood. Yeah, smoking is dangerous in a hospital. Never do that. Don't even vape in a hospital. You see why you should have cuffed this guy? Again, why didn't you cuff this guy? You let a wanted criminal loose. I saw F9, Wrath of Man, Spirit Untamed, Conjuring 3, and Peter Rabbit 2. I avoided all of those movies because I don't have any interest. I want to see good movies this summer, like Black Widow and Gunpowder Milkshake and Space Jam 2. That can't be any worse than F9 because it actually has cartoons in it. Mm-hmm. There's blood in this movie. This is not a kid's movie. So if Josh says all I see is Hallmark movies, this ain't one of them. No. I think this was on Showtime back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Not a kid's movie. No. Mm-hmm. 18 years later, now Darcy is a woman. Oh, those sexy leather boots. What can I say? I'm a heterosexual man, guys. There were no prostitutes in the streets last year during COVID. Oh my God, that ass. Hundred thing was actually good, but I say wait until October. Yeah, it's the weakest of the three. When are you seeing Soul or Coco? I'm gonna wait till the second half of the year. Yes, yes, Joan Severance, you have a gorgeous ass. Even and she's like, I think she's like in her 60s now, but she's still attractive, man. Oh my God, she's a firecracker. The first time I saw her was in Ready to Rumble when I was a kid, and I'm like, you are a goddess. If I meet her at Comic-Con, I want her to sign this. She should say to the Joan, the Black Scorpion Severance, to John. Mwah. I like older women, guys. I'm not ashamed. Yes, Josh, I'm going to see Conjuring 3, but I have to see Conjuring 2. I haven't seen that one. And it has Brits in it, so I have to wait. I need a break. Loki was a lot for me. Is a babe. Yeah, I can easily say that without having seen the film. And it's not a Hallmark movie. This is an R-rated TV movie from on Showtime. With the most gorgeous woman of the 80s, 90s, and forever. How has Joan Severance never been a Bond girl? Monica Bellucci was a Bond girl briefly, but not Joan Severance. She would have been one of the hottest Bond girls ever in the 80s. I'm talking about him. Yeah, and by the way, I'm going to say this so when Pride Month is over, a man being attracted to a woman is not rare, guys. Most of my friends are heterosexual. Yeah, most of my friends, no matter what we are, have ADD or autism or whatever. If we are heterosexual, we know that. We can feel it inside of us. We don't need a clear mind for that. And like I said, I've always been heterosexual. I've never like discovered it. This movie's it's just sexualizing women. It is an R-rated movie. This is not a kids movie. There were prostitutes. Hell, Vanessa in Deadpool. No one complained that she was sexy in that movie, and was throwing herself at Wade because she is a woman. And she was in a strip club in the second half of the movie when Wade messed up his face. Hey, Nicholas, what's up? I did see your post on Screwed Papa John. Yeah, I'm one of those heterosexual guys. So is Nicholas. So is Tevya. So is my friend Anthony. So is the other Josh, even though we're not friends anymore. I'm proud of that. Got nothing to do with the LGBT. I'm sorry. Chits. Don't worry, you're not going to see them because I can't. I can't show them or I'll get a guideline strike. Natural bosoms. That's what I want to. I want in my face. Like, even though I'm more of a booty guy. Hey, I know who I am. I'm not a gender confused person. I'm a man and I like women. That is not a mystery, guys. If you didn't know that in the past 8 years that I've been on YouTube, yeah. Nowadays, they wouldn't let you touch a stripper because, COVID. Even if you're vaccinated, they don't want you touching them. Yeah, she's wearing a raincoat as a dress, but oh my God. That's her pimp. If you could have raven from your head, would you? Yeah. Because as a heterosexual man, if you give me a boring female character, I don't care what race she is, it's not going to do it for me. This woman is not boring, Joan Severance. She's never been boring, no matter what movie she's in. She's got this face that just won't quit. Uptown. Oh, you sexy, sexy goddess, you. Yeah, I like the way a woman sounds, guys. It's not just the way they look, it's also the way they sound, their voices, and their essence, and the way they smell, and the way they walk. I'm just like, oh my God. It's for me. It's all for me. All of it. Best and worst Hercules movie. Well, I don't know what the worst Hercules is. I would say the worst is Legend of Hercules from 2014. One of the best ones is the Disney version. John, best and worst Disney XD show. The best one is Lab Rats. That's my favorite one. Because it shocked the hell out of me. I thought it was going to suck. But it's very funny. I love the cast. They had good ideas. The worst is Elite Force. Because they took the original Lab Rats, cut the cast in half, and it wasn't funny. And the villains, they were barely in it. They barely fought crime. And they wasted a really good cast. So that's the worst. Because it was a spinoff that was never needed. Because some people are like, why you don't like any of the actresses from today? I do. It's just some of them are too foreign for me and I can't understand them. Plus, their acting does nothing for me. Severance is a legend, and I understand her perfectly. And she's gorgeous, and she picks roles that are different. It's like, oh, I want to just do it. I've seen Joan in an uncredited cameo on the first Lethal Weapon. She was also in See No Evil, Hear No Evil, where she shows her gorgeous body to Gene Wilder. I know it's not racist. He arrested the pimp because he's a pimp, and that's against the law. Elite Force tried to be Captain America Civil War, and it didn't work. That had the, oh my God, that ass just. Yeah, Garrett Morris, man. Bless that man. He is such a good actor. He's funny, he's charismatic, and for his age, he can still act. Hey, look, it's Ryu from Street Fighter. I love the way he talks like this. Like, he's a great actor, man. He really is. I'm so glad we still have him. He was funny in Night Squad. He did an episode of that. He was funny. He also had a cameo in a Family Guy episode. Captain America Civil War had good writing. It had great acting. It had fantastic action. I saw that one too recently. Which one? Uh, See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I'm like, yeah, I will watch anything she's in. She just glows on screen, man. She's a woman that's embraced her femininity, and she didn't never apologize for it. Even when she has white hair now, I'm like, you're hot. You're like Elsa, just older. And hey, look who it is! It's Duffy from RoboCop 2. I saw him. He was one of the last faces I saw last year in the theater before the theater closed down. Officer Duffy. I have to see RoboCop 2. Oh my god. Well, that's it. Yeah, I remember I had to use one of those. I used to have asthma. I had respiratory problems when I was a kid. Yeah, Elite Force tried to beat Civil War, but it didn't have the budget. It didn't have the talent. Oh my god, that outfit. You know who else wore a gorgeous outfit like that? Yeah, yes, I'm going to say it. Angelina Jolie and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's something I do remember. It's because how can a woman like that be bisexual and it's just so gorgeous and so unbelievably talented? I mean, I don't get it. But hey, would I if I was with her, would I want to give her a child? Hell yeah, I would. If I was ready for it, I would. Yeah. This movie does not apologize for showing Joan Severance's gorgeous body. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. It's from the 80s and it has Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. May they rest in peace. I miss them a lot. Very, very talented men. Very funny. Very charismatic. Gene Wilder's still the best Willy Wonka. Sorry, Timothy Chalamet, you're amazing, but you're not going to be better than Gene Wilder or Johnny Depp. As weird as Johnny Depp was, he still had his own charm. Letter grade for Elite Force is a D minus because you wasted a good cast, and bringing the Mighty Mid cast was a waste of time because you had to give them nothing to do. I'm drunk. Yeah, I know. I can hear you. Lab Rats is a B plus. Elite Force is a C minus. I give Lab Rats a much higher grade, maybe an A minus, because some of the jokes didn't work, and there were some episodes that kind of sucked. But the cast, they were committed. That's why I had 4 seasons, and Elite Force only had 1, and it deserved it. It was a joke. Never make a spinoff years later when no one cares. Why did Fuller House work? Because we hadn't. The original show never had a finale. It never really had that closure that we wanted. DJ finally got married in Fuller House. Yes, spoiler. And we finally got to see the the girls raise their own children, which is cool. And it wasn't a copy of the original show. I'm gonna watch it this summer, hopefully. Oh my God, you were. Oh, she didn't lose her father in this. I forgot. Not right now. Now he shoots her because everybody has to have like a kind of a Batman thing where they lose a parent right in front of them. Here it's when she's an adult. Breath Headquarters. Breath. John, what do you think of Kicking It? I didn't like it. I saw one episode with Kelly Berglund where she guest starred, and I didn't laugh once. It's not the cast; it's just the writing's bad. It's the Karate Kid, but watered down for like a kid for little kids. There's the villain. He looks like a Power Rangers villain. It's like Skeletor or one of those villains in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which by the way was very popular at the time in 1995. That's right. Kick that bag, you gorgeous woman. Rough. Rough. Yeah, it's my time to show my pride now because gay pride is over in 2 days. And I'm very happy. Because Kicking It had a very talented cast. You had Jason Earls, you had Olivia Holt. I like her. But then Kelly Berlin made a cameo, and I don't even remember it. I remember her singing. That's about it. But the fight scenes were stupid. It was way too watered down. And they're like, why do you like older women? Because when I was a kid, I was exposed to a lot of older women in my life, in my childhood. So I was like, I like this. I like a woman with more experience because it's still a woman. That's right. And I love sweatpants. When women wear sweatpants, it's hot. Yeah, we're 25 minutes in. The movie's almost about a third over. Is Corn in the House an F? Yes. It's not funny, guys. It's the worst show I've ever seen on the Disney Channel, ever. None of the stupid shows from now can compare because most of the shows are for little kids. They star children. They didn't star teenagers or 20-year-olds. Only the adults in the show are, like the parents are usually older than 30. But it's just not funny anymore. Corey had no excuse. You can't say the writer's strike because it was made before the writer's strike, a year before, and the writing was horrendous. Stupid accents, and the president of the United States as a joke in that show. Not Biden, I'm saying the president at the time, and freaking useless stereotypes and unfunny jokes that don't land. The funniest thing was Mina getting hit in the head with a microphone. That's the comedy. That was the highlight of the comedy. Or Corey screaming, which is not funny either. And Victor Baxter getting a back seat. She had a night. John, if John Hill comes in, tell him to stop asking tantrum. Yeah, he does. I'll block him. I don't want to hear it. This movie's short, so I don't want to hear any stupid questions or about Taco Bell. I'm tired, guys. Obviously, that's why I took a break from doing YouTube videos. What time is it? I'm tired, Morty. I'm so tired. It's just my luck. I'm so tired, Morty. So tired. Yeah, I love Rick from Rick and Morty. Oh, red jacket. Does this woman ever do a pose that's not sexy? Yeah, it's like Julie Newmar when she was Catwoman in the '60s show. I know you hate the show, Josh. You don't have to say it in the chat. She is hot. She's the hottest Catwoman of that time. Her and Eartha Kitt. Mm. Oh, is that a threat or a promise? Next time the gun won't be loaded. Oh, I will. I'll be thinking about you any day, Joan. Yeah, she's the reason I watched this movie and the second one. I started YouTube in 2009 to review that awful show. I didn't review it because I couldn't get through it. If I watch it on Disney Plus, I'm gonna wish I was dead because it's terrible. It led up to another spinoff that I don't watch, Raven's Home. It's not as bad, but it's still not good either. To me, Raven was the only show we ever needed because it was funny. Eddie and Chelsea were funny. Victor Baxter, when he had his moments, was funny. The mom was funny. Even characters like William and who was the other one, and Larry, and all these characters, they were funny. They were funny. I didn't like Adrian Balon on the show, but there were some funny characters in Raven, and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Hannah Montana, and the Even Stevens show. Now these shows, what are they like? What's the recent show? Gabby Duran and the Incitables? I don't care about that. I gave it a D. No, D is too kind. That's why she becomes a vigilante, because she has like a whip. And unlike Wonder Woman 84, this movie doesn't drag for another hour. It has one villain. It has a focused storyline. Even though it's very straightforward, it's focused. And it doesn't take an hour for her to get into the costume, guys. Hell, she's already in the costume. Did you know that Papa John said the N word? Yeah, I'm not gonna say, I'm not repeating it because I'm not racist. As much as people say I am, I'm not. I'm not. Work it, baby. At least in this scene, unlike in Wonder Woman 84, where that drunk guy is hitting on Kristen Wiig, she's actually drawing attention to herself. So here it makes sense. Wonder Woman 84 is a PG-13. They can't show sexual content in those movies. And there's some racism in the movie, but they don't say the N word in this movie. They say white girl a lot. That's about it. And they don't use the C word for that either. Terry J. Vaughn is actually light skinned brown. I love that skin. Yes, touch it. Gorgeous, gorgeous black girls. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have my thing. Bunked, I don't see. Bunked, I don't watch that either because it's a spinoff of a already terrible show, Jesse. And now the show has a completely different cast. Why? Oh, yeah, because Cameron Boyce passed away. I know. Rest in peace. He beat her up. They didn't show it, though. They didn't show it. They showed him grab her hair. That's it. They don't show. I like older women. Even Renee Russo is still hot. When I saw her in Endgame, I had to remember that she's much older than me. But I'm like, you are still beautiful. Like you did not age poorly like some other actresses that did drugs, did plastic surgery, and messed up their face completely. They look like cartoon characters. Look at Renee Russo. Look at Renee Zellweger. She did something to her nose and made it smaller, and she looks weird now. She was a gorgeous woman. Why would you want to change your face? Age gracefully. You're going to eventually age. If you grow up, you're going to age. Look at me. I still look great for not being 21 anymore. So I'm taking care of myself. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't vape. I don't freaking do drugs. I don't do any of that, guys. I want to keep my face and my sanity, what little I have left. Yeah, that's her leather outfit. She basically has a mix of like Batman and Catwoman from Batman Returns. See, she's cutting her leather and making her Black Scorpion outfit. Yes, put on that makeup. Oh, stockings. This is one of the hottest anti-heroes I've ever seen in a non-Marvel or DC movie. Yes, leather gloves. And no, I'm not into BDSM, but my God, leather is so sexy on a woman. There's the mask. Gotta wear your mask still, guys. Bunk wasn't needed, and why it was on? Why was it in a summer camp? Because you can't have schools don't have camps all the time. There's a symbol ring, and this is so much better than New Mutants or Catwoman or Elektra or freaking yes, even the Supergirl movie from the '80s. Because while this doesn't have the big budget, it has way more stuff for adults than for kids. I can easily say that. Oh man, that's hot. There's a tail like she has a tail like a scorpion or Elsa from the first Frozen movie. Hmm. Yep. This guy's getting some action. Yeah. He likes white girls. Hey Josh, he has your taste. Yeah. Get off her. I know. I know. Oh my god, her voice is making me melt, guys. Ass a shot. That was not Joan Severance's ass. Mm. Yeah, the fight scenes are not exactly Marvel, but she does kill the guy, so mm. Mm. She's going up the fire escape. At least Joan Severance got into that costume. And there's her gorgeous body from a silhouette. Oh my god. It's like if a porn star can actually act. And well, some of them are not terrible. Tracy Lords was in Blade, so I give her credit for that. And some other films I liked her in. I admit, yeah, it's hurting her because she just killed a man. It was in self defense, but still. She's human. Oh my god, she's not a superhero. She's not like an untouchable force of nature like the Fast and the Furious characters now, where they don't even get hurt and they don't cry, they don't show any emotion anymore. Oh, that outfit. What do you think of Justin Bieber? He's just weird now. Because when I met Amy Jo Johnson, she is older than me, and I was still attracted to her. Man, I was like, oh my god, this woman was a part of my childhood. I put my arm around her, and I was like, I felt her essence, and like, oh my god, you saw my face, guys. The face that I have here in my in the for Streamyard, that's the face that I gave. Two faces, one with my eyes open and one with my eyes closed, because I was like, oh my god, this is a dream come true. Yes. Yeah, he kind of breathes like Darth Vader. But it's still, yeah, it's a low budget costume, but it still looks better than that stupid CGI bear. I saw the bear and it looks awful. It looks like a video game of villain. A freaking bear? What were you thinking, Fox? You thought that was going to be a hit? A CGI bear fighting a bunch of kids with powers that we don't know who they are? I never read the New Mutants comics. Yeah, some campiness to it, but it's like an R-rated campiness. No PG-13 here. They went full R. In this would this would definitely lay the groundwork for movies like Watchmen, Deadpool, Logan, and Deadpool 2. So, yeah, and even Joker, because the crime aspect of the movie is like Joker. Dark Knight is just way too sanitized to be a PG-13. Didn't help it. It should have been R. I know kids wouldn't go see it, and it probably wouldn't have made a billion, but still, an R rating would have definitely helped that movie a lot. Because when people get shot, there's no blood. They get stabbed, there's no blood. They fall off a building, they fall off a scaffolding, there's no blood. How is there no blood? Oh, because Nolan wanted to make it sanitized. No, Batman is dark. You can make it the PG-13. The 1989 movie has blood. It's not a kid's movie, and I saw that as a kid. And so was Batman Returns. It was a PG-13, but a strong one. There's a look-alike Joker. Looks like Jim Carrey or Kevin Bacon. Bieber, yeah, I'm not a fan of his music now. Yeah, this guy looks like Jim Carrey's. No, not he looks like a mix of Jim Carrey and Kevin Bacon. That's so hot. Her coming out of the shadows. Hey, Jalen, what's up? I'm doing the Black Scorpion movie, the 1995 Black Scorpion movie. Oh yeah, baby, a whip just like Catwoman. That's right. Bring it. Bring. Yes, it is. Kick. Hmm. Sony more. Yeah, they are. Sony more like phony. Yeah, because Sony hasn't made it. I don't want to see Venom 2. I'd rather watch this and its sequel because at least this is shorter and it's not a cartoon. Like he's not talking like this and I'm gonna eat your face and then there's no blood. If Venom was R, it would have been a better movie. Show him biting the head off and spitting it out. That would have worked. Hell, Kong did that in Godzilla versus Kong. He ripped out a freaking dinosaur's head off and drank the blood like it was a Kool-Aid bottle or yeah, it's crazy. That's a taser. That's from Batman Returns. Have you seen The Haunting Hour? I saw the movie from 2006. Don't think about it. I saw that one, not the TV show. Hello, female. Oh my God, a man wants to actually touch a woman and not like Harvey Weinstein? Yeah, that's kind of why we're here, guys. Why you think we want to date a woman? It's not to waste our time. We want to get something out of it, even if it's just hanging out with a girl and talking to them. You know, beautiful, beautiful girls. Yeah, they live. He looked. They're dressed like Ken from Street Fighter. That's hilarious. Hey, this is better than the Street Fighter movie because it's actually for adults, not for kids. Yeah, they're dressed in red, like Ken from Street Fighter. The Red Dragons, basically Ken from Street Fighter. He has a dragon fist. Are people asking what if Blank made a movie about a bunch of idiots? Yeah, exactly. No, they're not asking it this time. Here we go. Was this woman the Black Scorpion? I would love to see someone at Comic Con wear that costume. I would love to take a picture. Yep, flip. At least the editing's a lot better than some of the CG. Yeah, there's a lot of sound effects, like a Power Rangers fight, but it's not going to be super graphic. Like if you want to see a more graphic version of this movie, see Guyver 2, Dark Hero. It's way more violent. It's been minute since you did a movie review. Yeah, because again, I didn't want to do a review for a while. I was very burnt out. Loki took a lot out of me. The first episode was really good. Second episode was meh. The third episode was god awful. There was no action in it. I'm sorry. An action scene that lasts less than a minute is not an action scene, guys. That's too short. This action scene is longer than the ones in Loki episode 3. And this is an R rating, which you cannot beat that. I'm sorry. That would be like if Blade's action scenes in the first one. That was awesome, by the way. Her ring could shoot electricity. You are so badass, Joan Severance. And by the way, yeah, like I said, Blade. That would be like if the first fight scene when you see Blade with the fighting the vampires, it's like 5 seconds. It would suck, wouldn't it? You wouldn't see him, freaking stabbing a freaking vampire or shooting one. No, it would just be edited. I got to do Blade. I'm gonna do it in the hopefully in the summer or the fall. The first Blade, at least. He has a San Francisco Giants hat. Mass Marauder saves mayor. Whacked out broad, no. How about the sexiest black anything in a while before Black Widow came out? Because before Black Widow, this is what we had, guys, on cable. And they show a lot of the Black Scorpion in this movie. She's not in the costume once and then she disappears. They look like female wrestlers. That's right. Fake elbow drop that glass. That's right, girls. Take advantage. It is like Batman Returns, but I mean Batman Forever. But if it had an R rating, oh yeah, I don't mind at all. Oh yeah. Oh, I would love that. Joan Severance could throw me around anytime. Her or Maggie Q. Venom is god awful. Yeah, because it's a cartoon and it's not R rated. That tone could have worked if it was like a dark comedy, but it doesn't work. Why? Because it's not for adults; it's for kids. You made a PG-13. See, at least Darcy is vulnerable. She's not a superhero. She's not superhuman. John, what was worse, Street Fighter '94 or The Legend of Chun-Li? I haven't seen The Legend of Chun-Li. So it's the 94 movie because Van Damme was coked out of his mind. As bad as The Legend of Chun-Li is, and it's god awful, trust me, the lead is not coked out of her mind. How would you feel if Matthew McConaughey was Iron Man? No. He'll be like, I am Iron Man. No. Tony Stark does not need a Southern accent. Good actor, but he's not Tony Stark. He wasn't even. He would have been a better, not Daredevil, like Johnny Blaze in Ghost Rider, not as Tony Stark. I want to have sex with you. Yeah, look at them. They're wrestling each other. I'm like, yeah, again, man, woman, attraction. Yeah, he is so turned on by her. And also, Matthew McConaughey was supposed to be the villain in Guardians 2, but I'm glad it wasn't him. He's too young to play Chris Pratt's father. Hell yeah, buddy, kiss her. I had to sit through all these gay pride things. Yeah, that's right. Attraction, baby, attraction. What if Tobin Bell was on Disney Channel shows in 2010? Oh, who knows? It could have worked. He's scary. It would have been scarier than anything in Zambos in 2018, or because they don't do a lot of horror themed Disney Channel movies anymore. They stopped after like the fourth Halloween Town. They did Zombies, which isn't scary, and then they did Girl versus Monster, which kind of has some horror elements. That was not scary, but it was fun. You missed. It's fun. I hadn't seen this movie in a couple of years. Last time, the commentary was kind of weak because while Joan Severance is in the commentary, it gets cut off at the end. Like in the third act, it's like she just disappears. Maybe it got cut off. And this feels like a 90s film, which is great because nowadays they have to make 2010, 2020 movies look like the 90s. It just can't recapture that era. The last movie that felt like that way was Captain Marvel. It felt like the 90s again. Young lady, because the good thing about Gary Morris is that he's in on the joke and he can act. They do change, but her gorgeousness has not changed. She has blue eyes too, gorgeous blue eyes. John, on a scale of 0 to 10, what are the chances of you seeing 9? A 1, because I'm not going to see it in the theater. I'm going to see Black Widow. That's it for now. After that, in September, I'm seeing Shang-Chi. Wow, because I'm ready to see the real Mandarin, and I'm ready to see Aquafina and something funny again. And the new lead is going to kick more ass than anybody in Raya or in Fast and the Furious 9 or in the Suicide Squad, which I'm skipping. I don't want to watch it. I lost interest. Loki was too painful. I don't want to hear any more British accents for over 2 hours. Yep, she's the whitest white woman I've ever seen. Yeah, that's the only. That's not one of the only times I mentioned race in this movie. Turn against my own kind. It was a different time, guys. It was 1995. Remember that one of the biggest movies of that year had racial relations in it. Die Hard with a Vengeance. I get it, Josh. They say the N word, and I know it's very racist. But here's the thing: there was a point to it. John McClane was in the middle of Harlem, the blackest area in all of Manhattan, and he was wearing a very racist sign. So, what do you think was going to happen? You do that now in 2021, they'll shoot you, and then they'll ask questions later. No one in Comic Con could ever wear something like that at any Comic Con because it's very offensive. And I'm not racist. I'd rather keep my head on my shoulders because I would never say it. I would never use that word or ever display that word. Look at her in that sexy dress. Oh, you female. You are so female. It's her voice. See, when a woman sounds like that, I gotta go for it, man. And she's normal. The woman is not a bitch. She's not an SJW, and I like that about her. She's normal. That's hard to find nowadays. Nowadays, women are either super SJWs or they're overly sensitive or they just have way too much mouth. I like to meet a normal woman that can speak her mind, but it could also is likable, you know? And the man's cooking the meal, that's something different. That's some equality, gender equality right there. I don't like jalapenos. I don't think I've heard of Scratch Scorpion. Yeah, it is worth watching classic film, but remember, don't lose your mind. This is way better than Venom. This is way better than New Mutants. This doesn't have god awful CGI like Fan Snore Stick or The Amazing Spider-Man. It's short and sweet. Movies nowadays have to be over 2 hours long to prove a point. I'm like, unless you're Marvel or DC, you don't have that right. I don't need a 3 hour Bond movie, guys. I said that. No Time to Die. I don't care because it's going to be way too long and it's going to be boring. I bet 30 minutes of the running time could be cut out. Same thing with Fast 9. Too freaking long. I remember seeing Godzilla versus Kong months ago. It wasn't 2.5 hours. What's the worst movie from the writer strike? One of them was Transformers 2, and the other was uh like freaking what was another one during the writer strike? Oh yeah, Quantum of Solace, because it didn't. You need writers to write a script. And what is it? What is wrong with just having a woman be a woman and not try to take a man's job? What's wrong with that? Joan Severance has her own identity in this movie. Oh, you are so gorgeous. Yes, that's right. Kiss that man. Let the estrogen flow through you. I would not refuse her. I'm sorry. I have been waiting for that for over 20 years, guys. Trust me. You saw their electricity turned all the lights back on. Hell yeah. That's right. Kiss that man. Own him. Who is she looking at? She's looking at someone up there. She's not looking at the screen. Oh, your beautiful hair. Oh. And I like a woman with a nice long hair. Even if they cut their hair like halfway, at least have enough hair for me to touch. I don't want you to look like this. Sorry. This look is meant for guys, not for girls. It just looks weird. I know Natalie Portman did that in V for Vendetta, but she's still adorable when she's in that movie. Then she shaves her head, and she's just—it's her face, guys. Mm. Mwah. She's just got a beautiful face. Oh my god. Yeah. How am I supposed to feel if I meet a gorgeous woman at Comic Con that's going to sign one of my DVDs or Blu-rays or whatever? I'm going to just lose my mind. Amy Acker was at Comic Con 2 years ago. Didn't meet her, but I saw her online in some pictures. She played a mom in The Gifted, and I'm like, yeah, you're a beautiful woman. There's no denying that. Really, this actor looks like Elias Koteas. We were only seeing the Suicide Squad for John Cena, but August. I need time. Maybe I'll watch it in the end of the year. But I want Idris Elba and Margot Robbie and all these other foreigners to ruin it for me. I saw the first one and I was robbed, so I don't want to go through that again this year. And it's kick. Yeah, the Suicide Squad. You're not the Black Scorpion. You couldn't be. I'm like, dude, she just let her grade for Papa John's is an F. Children's book and it'll sound sexy. She would be like one film. Oh my god. I've seen it. This movie has more representation. Case in point, fucking movie. And it didn't 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm like, why is it that long? In or Frozen 2. This is not a kid's movie. There's a mask. God is basically her was a good Lucius Fox Rises, but the trilogy, I was like, yeah, he's fine. Yeah. That movie had a lot of suspense. Happens to be a chiropractor where you vote or whatever. It's worse, trust me. Didn't see it. Yes, more made by white guys. Dragon Ball Z was a movie twice. I forgot what it was. It's awful. It was a cartoon as well. It's awful. One actor in that movie from many in '95. There were the movie. I'll go back on camera with a lot more. Yeah. What do you in my mixed race, but still cool. It wasn't. It's hilarious. Someone has a cool look for a girl that's got a. My ranking for Loki episode 3. Give freaking set. I don't care about it. And the little clock. It's just camera again. It's just hear me. Let me see. Let me see. Let's use default for now. Let's try. Is the sound better now? One piece of your audio is playing over the other. How about now? Yeah, it's fine if you at least you'll be over to hear the movie. How is it now? The Donner cut or the Snyder cut? The Donner cut every day. It's shorter and it's not 4 hours long. Let me go put the fan on because it's getting hot in here. You see what my tablet is doing. 44 minutes, 44%. Yeah, it's almost halfway there. Yeah, baby. Ooh, baby. I'll be done with this podcast real soon. At least you guys can see me. How's it doing now? Sounds fine. Yeah, I changed it. What do you think of Paris Burrell? She's adorable, guys. I'll write it down just in case if you guys can't hear me. I love Asian girls. I know that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to change my audio. That's right, Garrett Morris. Drive that car, baby. Drive it. I'll show this one. There we go. I like that. See? You guys get to see it? Now I can hide it. So I could communicate with you guys even through the chat. So this movie is way better than Steel or Spawn or Batman and Robin, easily, without question. I'd rather a movie be campy and short than be 2 hours of garbage, cartoonish antics from Arnold Schwarzenegger and Poison Ivy. Like, I want to have sex with everybody. Yeah, that's her. She has dialogue like a porn star. My gardening means trimming and all that. Yeah, I know what it means. Dragon Ball Evolution was also on the writer strike. Yeah, I can tell because they didn't see the cartoon. I saw some of the cartoon of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. It was a little bit, and I also saw the good Dragon Ball Z movie, Super Brawly. That was awesome. That's how you do a Dragon Ball movie. Hell yeah. It's like the Batmobile on speed, man. And look, they're driving a car and it's not flying. Again, kiss my ass, Fast 9. Flying cars. What is this? Back to the Future 2? That's awesome. A police car and it's real. It's not CGI. There's barely any CG in this movie. No, it was empty. That car looks awesome. Yeah. That CG looks a little dated, but that car that that crashed, that was a real car. It wasn't CGI. Furious 4 was also on the writer strike. Yeah, because it was 2009. That's why the movie was bad. Same thing with the disaster movie and also the movie Dad Napped. It was pushed for 2 years because of the writer strike. That was actually decent. It was a Disney Channel movie with Emily Osment. It was not so bad. It's a good Father's Day movie. What's worse, Pugface or Margot Robbie? Pugface, because she's going to be in a movie I'm looking forward to. Here it is. I'm going to dominate you. That's right. Yes, take control. I love a woman that knows what she wants and goes for it. That's right. This is why this is not on Hallmark, Josh. There's a full-on love scene, but it's not very long. It's not after 50 Shades of Grey. It's more like 50 Shades of Black, but done less comedically. That's right. Touch him. Best and worst Disney Channel actor. The worst is the worst is that kid that would play Gus in Mighty Men. He's horrible, absolutely atrocious. The worst female, I don't know. I would say Selena Gomez or Debbie Ryan. It doesn't matter because they both suck. That's right, baby. He's like, "Yep, I'm going to surrender to you. Which would you rather do? Play the ET for the Atari or 24 hours of eating nothing but Papa John's? Probably play ET, but that's because it's so bad. I can at least get some more enjoyment out of that. Do you think cars taking off in outer space is ridiculous? Yes, it's stupid. Oh my god, beautiful bosoms. He's riding him like a car. Dude, enjoy it more. It should be like, oh, oh, titties. She's doing all the work. The second movie doesn't have a sex scene, so that's right. Ride him, cowboy. She's doing a cowgirl position. The best is Phil Lewis. The worst is David. Who's Davis? Who's Davis Cleveland? Is that the kid from? Is that the kid from Bunked or from Dog with a Blog or whatever? I forgot who he is. I would look him up, but I don't want to. The movie's almost over. I don't want to stop it again. She was riding you like a freaking cowgirl, man. David Cleveland was from Shake It Up. Yeah, I don't watch that show. I never watched it. I love Zendaya, but Zendaya is much better than that. And I never liked Bella Thorne. She just looks like a boy to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I. What do you think about Osmosis Jones? I haven't seen it yet, so I'll get to that eventually. What do you like more, the Brady Bunch or Full House? Full House. I saw some of the Brady Bunch as a kid. I just prefer Full House. It was more my cup of tea. I saw it as a kid more on TV, and now I have the DVD set. Still in good condition, by the way. Leslie Vance. Yeah, that's the same news reporter from like most of the film. Channel 8. Yeah, not a lot of guys can say they had sex with the main female character. Captain Marvel didn't even get to kiss a guy because people think she's a lesbian. She's not, guys. You like the Cleveland show? I've never seen it. Hold on. Sky Jackson, she's cute. She's grown up now. She's adorable. This is a good idea to do this podcast because it's really hot outside, and I wanted to avoid the sun's rays. I was already out earlier today. She branded him. She put a scorpion symbol on his chest. Do you think Brendan Gleeson is better than Donald Gleeson? Yeah, because he didn't do a terrible Star Wars movie. Yeah, he did some terrible movies like The Smurfs too, and a gas. Yeah, like the Joker did in Batman '89. But it's not laughing gas. The Breathtaker. Yeah, still a better villain than Kylo Ren because he doesn't throw a temper tantrum. Donald Gleeson, he just screams a lot and he does the same stupid accent in every movie he's in. And he looks too much like Caleb Worthy from Austin and Alley. This guy's voice, it sounds like Ghostface Killer from Scream. You know, you like scary movies. Yeah, he's got that kind of voice. Zendaya left the Disney Channel to do better things like Homecoming, Far From Home, Dune, and Space Jam. Yeah, and Greatest Showman and other movies because she actually has talent. I didn't know. 10 years ago, I would have said no. Hell no. I don't want her in Spider-Man, but she definitely delivered. A hobo. What do you think of Madison Pettis? She's also very cute. She was one of the only good things in Cory in the House. Casey Undercover is way better than Shake It Up. Yeah, it was actually funny. It had a black cast. It was funny. The cast was really good, charming, and also they never have to mention race in it, which is good. I remember those computers in 1995. And this sex scene was not rape like in Kick Ass in that movie. That I just didn't buy the sex scene. It was just really weird. In Super, with that James Gunn directed, he told Ellen Page to rape Rainn Wilson. Why? You're not even into guys anymore. You're a freaking mutant. Under what conditions will you watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I would have to be really, really stoned. Burrell played Skylar Storm. Yeah, he said Strom. And yeah, and Tobin Bell will play a villain in a Disney Channel show. Yeah, eventually that would be great. He has the voice for it. I want to play a game. Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is almost 3 hours long, and it's too long. Like, why does Tarantino have to make a movie almost 3 hours? I don't understand it. He is a better filmmaker than some people, say that he is. But make your movie shorter, dude. You don't have to make a movie 2.5 hours or 4 hours long. Sometimes less is more. Yo, hey Bob, you just made it in the third act of the movie. Tobin Bell does have the Christian Bale voice, not Bell, because Kristen Bell is a different actress. That's an actress, or Catherine Bell. James Gunn is a creep. Well, he's not for everyone, guys. I love Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, but Super, that was awkward, that scene. And also that sex scene that was really forced in Romeo and Juliet. I'm like, yeah, Kylo Ren whacking it to porn and two girls kissing for no reason because Gunn has a perverted side. Sorry to say it, guys. Just he does his early work. Yeah, Tobin Bell is awesome. Yeah, he is. He's not even in Spiral unless he makes a cameo. Tobin Bell could have played a villain in Casey Undercover. Yeah, they did get the guy that played Shredder in Ninja Turtles too, though, to play Zane, one of the villains in the show. Kristen Bell, who voiced Anna in Frozen, also voiced Jade Wilson. Yeah, I know. In Teen Titans Go to the Movies, she sounded just like her. Yeah, we all had to wear masks last year, so this movie kind of predicted the future 25 years later, about 25 years later. Which would you rather do? Be a 50-foot tall a week, or even watch every movie directed by Matthew Vaughn? Matthew Vaughn, because I'm not a fan of his work, but I could rather watch his films. They're not all painful. I didn't like Kick Ass or First Class, but they're still well made. They're just not for me. Layer Cake, I haven't seen that because again, he's a Brit and he has to put Brits in everything, just like Nolan, and just like Guy Ritchie, and just like freaking who else? What was another one? Not Martin Campbell. Yes, like Glow. That's right, Kick. The fight scenes are more like the Wonder Woman TV show from the back in the '70s, but it still has an R rating though. The movie does still have blood and people dying, so it's not for kids. Handcuffs and a ball. That's right, arm drag takedown. Tag you. You know it's not a real wrestling match, right? I love that Joan Severance does get physical here. How would you feel if Vin Diesel became a Super Saiyan? Well, he might as well. That would have made about as much sense in Fast 9. That's right, show yourself. Prepare to die. And she gives a good performance in this movie. Joan Severance is not only gorgeous, but she actually keeps my attention. I can't say the same about any of the Brits that have been in the MCU. I'm sorry, guys. 90% of them are horrible. What do you think of Julia Louis-Dreyfus? She's talented. Good to see her in the MCU and not another British chick like freaking Lena Headey. I mean, what's next? She's going to be in Loki second season 2. I don't need it. Game of Thrones is already over, guys. We're done. We're over it. They're doing a spinoff next year, and I don't care. House of Dragons. Unless that's only about dragons, I don't care. Yeah, hey, we all had to breathe through masks last year and this year, so What haircut is worse, Gwen's haircut in Spider-Verse or Namari? Namari, because she was awful. She looks like a lesbian. Would you rather do watch nothing but movies starring at least one favorite version for the rest of your life, or be or both? I'm gonna have to mute him. Sorry. Sorry, but I don't want to answer those stupid questions. John, Batwoman needs to be canceled. This should have been canceled last year. When Ruby Rose got hurt, they should have stopped production and just ended. End the misery already, guys. Nobody cares about that show. I'd rather see the Black Scorpion TV show on 2B than watch that garbage because it's not fun. It's just not. It's dumb and in a way that's not interesting. This is dumb, mindless fun from 1995. It isn't 1995 anymore, guys. It's 2021. You can try harder. If Stargirl is boring, I'm done. It better deliver. You already assembled a team in the first season. Get to it. Stop wasting my time with 30 minutes of talking. Get some. Get to ass kicking right now, please. Stop trying to be a drama with superheroes. They already got that, and it failed already. It was called Jupiter's Legacy. Best and worst Bourne movie. The best movie is probably the first one or the third one. The worst one is Jason Bourne from 2016. Annoying Orange? No, I don't like it. And also, Michael doesn't come back in the sequel. It's another actor, another man. The worst Bourne movie is Legacy because there's no Matt Damon. Hey, trust me, bringing him back didn't help Jason Bourne. That movie was just boring. At least Legacy did something different with Brenner. It had Rachel Weisz who sucked, but Brenner's not the problem with the movie, guys. I think it's kind of overlooked. If it wasn't called Bourne, you guys wouldn't have hated it as much. If it was just called The Legacy, you guys would have thought it was okay. But I still think that Jason Bourne is worse. I was so bored. Even Matt Damon looked like he was ready for a nap. Oh yeah, Joan Severance also did Bird on a Wire, a very underrated Mel Gibson movie from the early '90s. Before he was a racist asshat. Do you want Matt Reeves to direct a live-action Donkey Kong? Well, I'm not going to see the Batman, so Captain Marvel is Endgame to Batwoman. Yeah, I guess basically because Endgame, was a fantastic finale for the original Avengers. Do we need more? I wouldn't say no, but some of the stuff that Marvel's doing now is not necessary. All we needed before Black Widow was Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision. That's it. Loki should have came out either years ago or last year. Yeah, even before COVID, they should have released Loki first. Get it out of the way. Sorry, but I just it's the weakest of the three shows that Marvel's made so far. And what if I'm not watching? It's a cartoon. I don't care. The next one I want to see is Hawkeye for Haley Steinfeld's gorgeous ass. Does Asinine Lake make Sharknado look like a Disney movie? Yeah, it does. Those movies were already ridiculous, and they just went with it. With F9, it's a cartoon, and it's overlong. The movie's almost over, guys. I'm enjoying this, watching this again after years. That's right. Take that. Right in the ribs. The bomb's gonna blow up soon. One second left. Aborted. That's right, girl. Uh, would it be would it be worse, watching Jupiter Ascending or a continuous loop, or watching Cloud Atlas? Well, does it even matter? I mean, both movies suck. I haven't seen Cloud Atlas because it's just too freaking long. Do I annoy you? Yes, sometimes. Classic film. Just don't ask me stupid questions. I'm not going to answer them. That's why if you ever leave comments on my YouTube channel, don't be an ass. Just please, just be simple. I know you've never heard of these movies. That's why you guys mostly just say. At least some of you guys mentioned that you never seen it. There's a Keanu Reeves breathtaking meme. I know you're autistic, so are half of my audience. So for some reason, but I can't choose the people that watch me. They have to choose me. But the movie's almost over, so I don't have to block you again or give you a timeout. What favorite, least favorite Madagascar? My favorite's the third one, actually. It's not my least favorite's probably the second one because I don't remember it too much. I'm not going to mention the prequel. I mean the spin-off with the penguins because they're funny. I can't believe Trank went from Chronicle to Fan Snorstic. I know, I can't believe it either because it was bad. Chronicle was actually well made, good cast mostly. It was a shot on. It was a like a found footage movie that worked, and it wasn't horror. Like Darcy, a woman beat the villain. Yeah, a woman beat the villain, and it was not a big deal. They don't dwell on it. Fantastic gore indeed. Does Fan Sourcing make Venom look like Endgame? No, they both are horrible. Two of the worst Marvel movies I've ever seen, whether they were made by Marvel Studios. Watts won't this up because Fox is out. Yeah, it is. It's bought by Disney. New Mutants was their final nail in the coffin. It failed, and we'll never see the New Mutants again. We won't see Anna Taylor Joy as a Avenger. Sorry, that's taken already. Or Maisie Williams, or freaking my dad gave me a corn. No, none of those idiots from that movie. Mostly the Indian girl, Blue Hunt. She might have a chance to do something good, but not right now. That movie never stood a chance. 4 years it got delayed, and look what happened. It bombed. Just like I knew when the trailer came out. Because I saw the trailer in 2017 and I knew it was going to fail. I'm like, this does not look like an X-Men movie. They tried to do something different, but it didn't work because it didn't have an established fan base. You need that to succeed. There's a shot from like Batman Returns. Black Scorpion will be back in the sequel, which I'll try to see in July. You gorgeous, gorgeous woman, you. And that was the Black Scorpion, guys. That was fun. Joan Severance is still a hottie. Great, for decent action for what it is. Low budget, yes, but it is R-rated. You get to see some skin, which you don't ever get to see in the Hallmark Channel. And it's short. John, Cyberpunk was bullshit. I know. It was another rush game like Fallout 76. I didn't need to. It could have been avoided if they just put effort and stop rushing games out there. People don't want a rush game. I wanted something good to play. But this movie's still fun. It's short and sweet. It's about like 85 minutes long, and or 80 some minutes, and it's entertaining. That's the key word, entertaining. It doesn't drag on. It's not pretentious. It's freaking. It's got a good lead, and it has a sense of humor. And you know, it's a lot better than a lot of movies I've seen this year. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys hopefully in July for my new month of videos. So take care, guys. Bye.